Welcome back, guys, to another BO4 theories and rumours breakdown video. Hope you guys are having a great day. Today, my friends, we are looking at the BO4 multiplayer rumours that were dropped today on the 19th of April 2018. I don't know. I just want to say this right now, okay? Before we get into this, it puts Black Ops 4 in a very negative limelight. Now, what I want to say is watch the video till the end. Okay, don't make a prejudgment until you've heard what I've had to say. Okay, it might not change your mind, which is completely fine. But listen to what I have to say. Listen to my arguments. Listen to the whole story before you make a judgment. And then maybe even just make a loose judgment and then see what the gameplay is like whenever they release gameplay. And then go from there. I think Treyarch as a company, they haven't let us down yet, okay? BO2 was fantastic, World at War was fantastic, BO1 was fantastic, BO3, Zombies was good, okay? No, Zombies was fantastic as well. Multiplayer was a little bit of the but we won't talk about that, we don't care about multiplayer. But Treyarch haven't let us down fully yet, okay? Don't let them down now, give them a chance, let them show off their game before we make prejudgments. That's all I ask you, okay? But that being said, let's get into the leak that came out today. New multiplayer information has been confirmed by more than one source, okay? So we're back on Matthew Harris UK's Twitter. Again, link down in the description. This guy has been leaking so much BO4 content, BO4 rumours, and bruh, I'm just making videos on all of it, okay? But anyway, let's get into what he says about multiplayer. So, as of 2 days ago, multiplayer was in the worst state you have ever seen Call of Duty multiplayer mode in. Sources who have play tested the mode claim that it is less like Call of Duty mode and more like Call of Duty Overwatch or Call of Duty Lawbreakers. So, I want to take that short little snippet right there and just break that down real quick. So, this is not Call of Duty BR. We're not talking about that anymore. That is a separate entity. Let's move that aside for 2 seconds, okay? Even though it's great, even though it's massive, by the way, I made 2 videos on it, links down in the description, that's its own separate entity. So now we're moving over to main BO4 game and the multiplayer mode that is going to be accompanying zombies and whatever else Treyarch have cooked up on the main disc, okay? So, as of 2 days ago, multiplayer was in the worst state you have ever seen Call of Duty multiplayer mode in. That just fills you with confidence, lads, doesn't it? Interesting. Okay. Can't really talk much about that. The only thing that I can say about that is it's very damning. Okay, it's very screw you Call of Duty, you know? That was very loud. Rip headphone users, I apologise. I don't know how to take it. I think we should take it with a grain of salt. Again, like I said, Treyarch have never let us down in the past. I think we should give them a chance. So moving on. Sources who have playtested the mode claim that it is less like Call of Duty and more like Call of Duty Overwatch or Call of Duty Lawbreakers. Now, Overwatch is obviously the popular Blizzard game that pits teams of 6 against each other with unique heroes in a team deathmatch or competitive sort of form. Sorry, not TDM. It's more like an escort game. I don't know. It's pretty cool. And then Lawbreakers, I don't really know much about it. I think it's like cops versus like criminals and stuff like that, and it's like jetpacks and whoa, you know, crazy stuff like that. I don't know. Interesting. But moving on, the Lawbreakers reference is incredibly apt considering what he told me next. I've seen Lawbreakers. It died quickly. There's a reason because of it. Sorry, Lawbreakers, but it's true. So, the game was going to take the hero or specialist system from Black Ops 3 and take it to the next level. So, rolling back to Charlie Intel real quick. On Twitter, he said, hold on, let me find the tweet real quick. News, rumour, new Call of Duty Black Ops 4 leak indicates MP is similar to Overwatch, okay? We've heard Black Ops 4 multiplayer is not modern based, despite more earlier rumours. We have heard that the game has advanced movement and is not fully boots on the ground, okay? So rewinding back to the source, let's see what he says. Okay, so the game is going to take on a hero or specialist system from Black Ops 3 and take it to the next level. Perks were basically removed completely, so perks were the things that you can assign to your class, Dead Silence, Ghost, Scavenger, all that sort of stuff. And basically they've removed those and have instead, they've been morphed into a strange kind of kill streak system. Okay, normal kill streaks as we know them for example, Harrier jets or chopper gunners, didn't in fact exist in the version of Black Ops 4 that these people were playing in. Instead, you got highly powerful perks, one of which was movement alteration. It literally changed your movement from boots on the ground to something very strongly resembling Black Ops 3 advanced movement system. So, this is interesting. Okay, so basically what, before the playtesters played it and gave Treyarch the feedback, the Black Ops 4 multiplayer that we would have been playing was basically this whole, here's a character, as you go through the game, as you get kills, you then unlock perks which change the game fully. You know, they change the way that you can move, the way that you can do stuff. So more experienced players, in my eyes, would probably be boost jumping and jumping miles high up in the air, whereas players like me that aren't good at Call of Duty multiplayer, will be stuck boots on the ground for the entirety of the game because they can't get a single kill streak. So, interesting. Would I have liked that? Probably not. But I don't really like multiplayer anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm covering this for you guys. However, this fell flat with playtesters. We have smart playtesters, lads. Thank you. They didn't like it at all. It deemed unfair portrayal of Call of Duty and something that wouldn't resonate with fans in the slightest. So as of the last playtest, things are changing. Actual kill streaks are being entered into the game and the hero systems are being scaled back a little bit. So breaking that down, we've got Harrier jets, chopper gunners, dogs, raps, whatever you want to call it, coming back into the game, and the whole perk system is being reduced a little bit. So we're probably still going to have a hero perk system, but it's not going to be as intensive as what the first paragraph in this segment was saying. Interesting, I guess. So, what does this mean? Is that the game is, in fact, going to be beginning to resemble more and more the state of the game in Black Ops 3. So, basically, right now, the game is looking to be more like Black Ops 3 multiplayer, which doesn't really have an issue for me because I kind of like Black Ops 3 multiplayer. It was a lot of fun. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. What this means for the future of BO4, I do not know. Currently, my information does not stretch to what the mode will become, only what it very recently was with the community reveal only weeks away. I am truly concerned for Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and even more concerned for the Treyarch as a development studio. This is tighter than it has ever been. That is a scary sentence. Really scary. But let's break it down. So right now, we've got kill streaks coming in. Multiplayer is forming more of a Black Ops 3 standpoint. And we've got this whole Overwatch sort of system in place with the heroes. Now, what that sounds like to me is obviously the specialist system from Black Ops 3. So could we be seeing the specialists return in Black Ops 4? I think we could. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be definitely an interesting multiplayer, I think. Because if they don't get that ass in gear, I think it's going to be a very troublesome multiplayer. Now, obviously, Activision as a studio, they've set Treyarch a deadline of 12th of October 2018 for the game to actually launch. They're only setting the multiplayer mode in stone like 5-6 months before the game actually comes out. Nobody panic, thank you. Okay, everybody good? Okay, I think we should panic. No. Again, I just want to say this now that we've reached the end of this like statement, leak, whatever you want to call it. Treyarch have never let us down in the past, okay? I just want to say that. Now, that's not coming from my, Treyarch fanboy side of me. That is, we trust this studio, okay? We trust this studio. As a community, we've always trusted Treyarch. Everybody's like, oh my god, Treyarch this year. Yes! I think we can put faith in them. I think they have our back. I think we don't need to worry. As much as this leak sounds like we need to worry, I don't think we need to worry. I think Treyarch will get their ass in gear and make a game that will still be fun. It might not be as in-depth as Black Ops 3, but hey, what can you expect from a studio that has had their campaign axed? Their game is now leaking all sorts of details. It's just not really looking great for them as a studio, and their morale must be super low. Now, what I want to say to you, Treyarch, don't worry, the fans will have your back, because you haven't let us down in the past. I will have your back, and for sure, you know, like, I don't think we need to worry. I don't think we need to worry. I think it'll be fine. And hey, if multiplayer sucks, at least we got zombies. That's all I want to say. And maybe this whole Call of Duty BR developed by Raven is possible. We'll see. But anyway, so what I want to do real quick is actually had a very in-depth conversation with Mr. Phoenix and Mr. Atrima over on Twitter when this news first broke, and we were talking about how Black Ops 4 multiplayer could be very problematic for the future of Call of Duty, and it was a super interesting conversation. I just want to read you some of the tweets by Phoenix, because he makes some good points. Okay, he makes some good points, and I'm not going to say that I agree with every single thing that he says 100% completely, because, you know, the kid plays Fortnite, but you know, he does make some good points. So actually, we're going to start off with a tweet from Atrima first, because yeah, we should. Limited knowledge on Overwatch, but from what I've heard on Overwatch, this could be really positive. Characters, weapons, experiences are not hidden behind a paywall. They're given to everyone. DLC is truly cosmetic only. That is what we need. So let's break it down. So Overwatch as a game is all DLC, all characters additional characters, that's what I meant to say, are free. Okay, so they're all free. They're all coming to the players free, and then the only thing that you pay for in Overwatch is the loot boxes, which don't give you anything that enhances your gameplay. It only changes the way that your character looks with cosmetic items. So Overwatch has done a super good business model, and Overwatch as a company, or Overwatch as a game, and then Blizzard as a company as a whole, is making a crap ton of money, because everybody's like, oh my god, look at that skin, it's so good, I want to get it for my new character, you know? It's a great business model. I don't know why Activision haven't adopted it yet. It's probably because they're money-grabbing companies, but what can you do? Again, this isn't Treyarch as a development studio. This is Activision, okay? Activision is the publisher of Call of Duty. They're the ones that make the business decision. Activision just develops... Treyarch just develops the game, okay? So at the end of the day, they don't really get a say in what Activision wants to do with the money side of things, really, I don't think. I should have really picked out these tweets before I started this, shouldn't I? But oh well. Next one, we're going to jump to Phoenix saying. So, Charlie Intel obviously said that Black Ops 4 MP was not going to be modern based despite earlier rumours, blah blah blah. Phoenix says no one wants exosuits. Everyone's complained about this when the game wasn't even development. We heard it was modern, everyone was happy, so clearly they don't care. I don't think that's true. I don't think Treyarch is saying, oh my god, look at everyone saying that they want modern boots on the ground gameplay. Okay, yes. I don't think they're saying that. Okay, what they're saying is we want to make something that is accessible for the whole community. Okay, now taken from this leak sounded like Treyarch were trying to combine two different movement systems with the perk system, right? They were trying to have the boost jumping, but then also have the boots on the ground for people who, I don't know, but I guess if you leveled up in the game, you would probably still get the boots on the... whatever. I don't know. I don't think... I don't know, man. Like, everybody hates exosuits, but then if we look at World War II, which is a boots on the ground Call of Duty, first one in ages, how popular is that game? Not very, right? I think boots on the ground, even though everybody's like, oh yes, I want this, it's too linear, right? Now that we've experienced jetpacks and all this boost jumping and all this extra verticality in the multiplayer mode, I think going back to boots on the ground, it's going to affect the gameplay because everybody's just like bored at running down the same corridor, these same 3 lanes on every single map, right? At least if you have verticality in the map, you can jump around and go all sorts of places, making it less boring and less linear, and at the end of the day, more interesting. Personally, I prefer jetpack CODs. I think they're a lot more fun. Advanced Warfare for me was the first Call of Duty that I actually got properly into, and I really enjoyed the multiplayer on Advanced Warfare, and BO3 as well. I really enjoyed the multiplayer on that. Infinite Warfare was a kind of dive for me, but that's because the game was... and then World War 2, well, that just bores me, because again, it's just linear and just not at all fun, really. And then Atrimo comes in and says, I don't think I can agree with either of you 100%. Game devs do care. They're gamers like us trying to bring amazing experiences, but Activision is a public company and has Treyarch by the throat. Activision must benefit shareholders by focusing on profit and growth. So, it is a bit vulgar of a tweet, I'm not going to lie. However, he's got it right? Treyarch, like I said, don't really have the influence on the money side of things. I expect if Treyarch were the whole like publisher and game dev, they would probably make a more similar business model to Overwatch, right? Where the cosmetics are behind the paywall, but then all the DLC and stuff is free. I don't know, because at the end of the day, that is a better business model. Okay, whatever you say, it makes more money. Okay, Activision, listen. However, Activision do have to make money and make impressive figures to satisfy their shareholders, which at the end of the day funds them. So it's kind of a win-loss situation, right? And unfortunately, the community has always been at the loss side of thing rather than the win with Activision and Call of Duty. So kind of a bit of a sad thing, but that's just the way Call of Duty always is, I guess. And then we get into talking about supply drops, which I'm not really going to talk about because, you know, supply drops they're an age-old debate in Call of Duty, okay? It makes Activision a crap ton of money. Activision won't be looking to get rid of supply drops anytime soon. It's just going to be a case of changing the content that is within them. I think that's our best bet, rather than trying to get rid of them, entirely. However, it's interesting, man. It's interesting. These leaks are super interesting, and if I'm being 100% honest with you, if we look at how Black Ops 3 was developing back 3 years ago, it looks way more reliable in terms of a game that we would be getting. Whereas if we look at Black Ops 4, we've got no campaign because they've had development issues. Activision has been like, hey, what is this? Get the hell rid of it. Doesn't make any sense. And then multiplayer sounds like it's also struggling because of conflict in creative ideas. Man, I don't know. It's worrying. It is worrying. However, we still have 6 months-ish till launch. I think we should give Treyarch a go, give Treyarch a chance, because like I have said many times in this video, they haven't let us down in the past, and I think they deserve our support, because obviously they're going through a bit of a difficult time right now. Okay. However, that being said, let's see what they reveal on... Ow, I just bit my tongue. Let's see what they reveal on May 17th. Whatever they have for us there, I think it's going to be either it's going to be the thing that divides the community, or it's going to unify it. And I really hope it unifies it. I hope they just come at us with a super hype trailer. I tell you what Treyarch need to do on May 17th. What they need to do is show Mob of the Dead. Okay, that's what they need to do. They need to get the multiplayer. They need to get whatever campaign decision that they've done. They need to get rid of all of that. Bring that later. Start off with zombies. Start off with your strongest game mode. Okay, start off with that. Get the hype building for Black Ops 4 with that. Get the community behind zombies. And then whatever happens to multiplayer, whatever happens to campaign, it will be a softened blow. Because the community knows that Mob of the Dead is coming. And it looks freaking awesome. Okay. Treyarch, I'm here for you, bro. But you're losing. You're losing people. But I got you, man. I got you. However, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, all that good stuff. For all future BO4 content, we're going to be covering every single leak, rumour, and official announcement on this channel. We're going to be live streaming the official announcement to the May 17th stream, gameplay reveal, whatever it's going to be. We're going to be reacting to it live here on the channel on May 17th. But I think that is going to wrap up from me. Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and feelings on BO4 Multiplayer and how it stands for you. Do you prefer this before playtester system, so the one with the perks, or do you want something that resembles Black Ops 3 in a reduced hero system and with kill streaks? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what the community thinks. Let me know down in the description, comments rather, and I will catch you guys in another video / stream very, very soon. More Black Ops 4 content coming very soon, and yeah, bye-bye. Hi guys, I just want to jump in here at the end of the video before we actually end, because at the time of this video, Charlie Intel hadn't posted out all of the tweets, and there's now another one that I just want to cover real quick. He says, we've also been hearing rumours that Treyarch apparently has been backpedaling and removing many of the Overwatch-like elements that were in development for Black Ops 4. So it sounds like this whole commotion of Black Ops 4 is now Overwatch, Call of Duty Overwatch. Not necessarily, might not be true. It sounds like Treyarch are making decisions that are changing the way that the game plays, looks and feels. And I think this is a good move. But I just want to drop that in there, just so you guys have got the full picture. It sounds like they're changing things. We're probably going to get a different game to the one that the playtesters played. But yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you later.